Good afternoon. This is our ninth lecture of digital circuit and fundamental of microprocessor. Till now, we have completed the unit first, that is the number system, logic families, and logic gates. Now we are going to see the combinational circuit, right? Now, what is the combinational circuit? It is a logic circuit for digital system, may be combinationals or sequential, right? Combinationals means what? It is a input taking, and on that input basis information of the input, it will process the input signals and it gives the output. No in previous state will be added in the combinational circuit, right? Combinational circuit consists of input variable, logic gates, and output variable. So number of inputs is there, it will process into the combinational circuit, and according to your logic it will give the output to the combinational circuit, right? But this output of the combinational circuit is depend upon the present input, not on the past input, right? That is on the sequential circuit. We'll see in sequential circuit, right? Now in combinational circuit there is a arithmetic classification of combinational circuit, arithmetic, data handling, and code conversion, right? So in arithmetic, there is a adder, subtractor, multiplier, and comparator, right, in combinational circuit. Data handling, it is a multiplex, demultiplex, encoders, and decoders. And code conversions we have seen into our first number system. It is BCD to access code, vice versa, access to BCD also. It is BCD to gray code, vice versa. It is gray to BCD, and the 7 segment display. This is the code conversion. Now, in this lecture, we are going to see the adder and subtractor of combinational circuit, right? Now, what is a adder? An adder, it is a digital logic circuit in electronics that implements addition of number. In many computer, other type of processor adder are used to calculate the address also, right? When we start the microprocessor, we'll come to know how we will increase the address. So where whenever the process is there addition or incrementing, so their adder is used in digital system. Similarly, operations and table indicate in the ALU. ALU means arithmetic logic unit, and also in other part of the processor, and this can be built for many numerical representations like access 3 and binary code decimal, that we are going to see the access 3 also, right? Now, the adder is classified into two types. One is the full adder, another is the half adder, right? Full adder and half adder, right? So, we'll see first the half adder. What is the half adder? Half adder circuit consists of only two inputs. Those are having only two inputs, that is a half adder. If add two inputs digital and generate the carry and sum, and how we are going to design this half adder using a logic gate, that we are going to see. Now if two inputs are there, A and B, so what is the maximum possible condition? It is a 2 to the power 2, that means it is a 4 combinations there, right? This 4 combination A and B, either A is equals to 0, B is equals to 0, A is equals to 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. Now, if I am using a 0 plus 0, what will be the sum is 0 also, carry is 0, no carry is generated in this. Suppose if I am adding 0 plus 1, the sum is 1 and the carry is also 1, right? If I am adding 1 0, my sum is 1 and carry is 0. If I'm adding 1 plus 1, what is my addition of 1 plus 1? It is 1 0, right? 1 0. 1 will be a carry and 0 will be a sum. So if my data is 1 plus 1, that means my sum is 0 and my carry is 1. So this is a output of sum and carry. If I'm adding two number, 1 plus 1, my sum is 0 and my carry is 1. Now this output we have to put it into the truth table, right? We have seen into truth table also K-map. This is a truth table of half adder subtractor. Now, sorry. This is a K-map of the output variable of sum. It is a two variable, right? A and B. So we have denoted 0, 1, 0, 1. This condition is 0, 0. This condition is 0, 1. This condition is 1, 0. And this condition is 1, 1. So now what is the output of our sum? It is 0, 1, 1, 0. So now we'll put the data 0, 1, 1, 0. Now, what is the sum of this is? It is A complement B. So, A complement B. Now, what is the sum of this? A B complement. A B complement. If I'm data is A complement plus B plus B complement A. So, it will be A XOR B, right? So, this is my sum A XOR B. Now, what is the carry? This is my two variable K map. A is equals to 0, B is equals to 0. 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So what is my output of this carry? 0, 0, 0, 1. So now what is the data is 0, 0, 0, 1. What is the output of this if I am indicating A is also 1, B is also 1. So my carry is equals to AB. Now this circuit I'm designing with the help of gates, right? If I'm using only the AND gate and OR gate, this is my we have to do the minimization of circuit, right? A complement B means I will require one NOT gate also and one AND gate for this. Here is also we require one NOT gate and one AND gate. And ORing with this means we require two NOT gate, we require two AND gate, and we require one OR gate. Instead of this, if I'm using only one XOR gate, A XOR B. So now this is my minimization of this equation, right? And here the my carry is equals to A B, right? This is A and B. Now how I'm designing this circuit? See, this is my A input, this is my B input. So A and B, I'm XORing A and B. This I will get the sum here, and my A and B is ending. I'll get here the carry. So this is only the half adder circuit. Now, what is the limitations of half adder? Adding of carry is not possible in a half adder, right? This is a limitation of half adder. So now we'll go for the full adder circuit. Now in full adder circuit, there is a input signals are three: A, B, and C. This is a three input signal. It add the three inputs number and generate the carry and sum, right? So these are the numbers, possible numbers: 0, 0, 0, 0, right? C in. Now 0 plus 0 plus 0. So what is the sum is 0, carry is 0. 0 plus 0 plus 1. So what? 0 plus 0 is 0, and then 0 plus 1 is sum 1, carry 0. 0 plus 1 is 1, and 1 plus 0 is 1. Sum is 1, carry is 0. Now here 0 plus 1 means 1, and that 1 plus 1 means sum is 0 and carry is 1. So now we'll have to keep it into the mind when their two inputs are 1, that sum is 0 and it will generate the carry. If there is a 1, any one of the input is 1, the sum is 1, carry is 0. If all the inputs are 0, sum is also 0, carry is also 0. Now this is what? 1 plus 1. There is a 2 input, A and B both are 1, and C is 0. So what is the sum? Sum will be a 0 and carry will be a generate, right? Now here in a last case, it is a 1 plus 1, that is 1 0. 1 0 plus 1, that is the output is 1 1. Your sum is also 0, your carry will also 0. So now this is your output of sum and this is your output of carry, C out carry, right? Now we'll put it into the K map of three variables K map in sum and carry also, and will form the Boolean equation, and on that Boolean equation we'll design a circuit. Now, suppose this is K map three variable A, B, C in. So now we know that how we will represent this 0 and 1, A complement A. This is B and C complement, B complement C complement. This is B complement C. This is B, C, and this is B and C complement, right? Now, what is the output of this sum? 0, 1, 0 1. This is a 0 1 0 1. Now see here, this is 0 1, this 2 and this 3. So what is 0 1 1 0? Now the next term is what? 1 0 0 1. So now here 1 0 0 1, right? Now if I'm taking this term, so what is A complement, B complement and C, right? A complement, B complement and C. This dash is a complement, right? If I'm taking this one, what is A complement, B, C complement, right? If I'm taking this A, B and C complement, if I'm taking this A, B, C. Now if I'm adding all this, what we will get that? If I'm adding this, now these two term if I'm comparing, what I'll get? B complement and A complement C and A C complement, right? This is my A complement C and A C complement, right? So this is what my A XOR C, right? A XOR C. If I'm taking this B, what is A, AC and A complement C complement? If I'm taking here B, so AC. This is a X nor XOR complement, right? If I'm considering this is B complement, this is Z plus B Z complement. Again, I can say that B XOR A, B XOR Z. And what is a Z? Z is A XOR C. So the all these are A XOR B XOR C. This will be the sum of your full adder circuit. All three input are XORing. If it is a half adder circuit, when two inputs are there, so both the inputs are XORing if A and B. If it is a three inputs are there, so A XOR B XOR C. So that is the beauty of adder equation. Now we'll see the carry, right? This is our carry of three input 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 1. Now we'll put into the K map. This is 0 0 0 1 0 1 1 0, right? Now here we can do the grouping because we need the reducing of variables. Now these two pair can group, these two pair can group and these two pair can group. If this pair, the A is changed from 0 to 1, only constant is B and C. So this is pair is B and C. If this pair will keep that, A will be a same, B will be a same, C will be a change. So what is this pair is only A and B. If I'm considering this pair, it is a B, A and only change of B, C will be a constant. So this is my A, C in. So my C out, carry out is what? B, C in plus AB plus AC in. Now we'll design using a AND logic gate. So this is my XOR circuit, 3 input XOR gate. This is sum A XOR B XOR C, right? This is our carry. So B C AND gate, then this is A B AND gate, and this is C A, C and get, and all these three are adding. So BC plus AB plus AC. So this is your C out, means this is your carry out, and this is your sum, right? Will give the input any of this as according to that. If we connect here the LEDs, so according to that, that LED will glow. We'll see into the practicals how we'll do the practical on the half adder and full adder. Now the next is we are going to see the subtractor. It's the same as subtractor. There are two type of subtractor: half subtractor and full subtractor, right? So half subtractor has two inputs, same as A and B, and the output is there, the difference of A and B and the borrow, what we borrow for the doing the subtraction, right? Now we'll see it is a two input, right? 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, right? Now here 0 minus 0, your difference is also 0, your borrow is also 0, you don't need to borrow anything, right? Now 0 1, right? 0 minus 1, the 0 is less than 1, so now here you need to borrow 1. If you are borrowing 1, so what is the output is difference is 1 and your borrow is also 1, right? Here 1 minus 0, your difference is 1 and your borrow is 0, no need to borrow here. 1 minus 1, so your difference is 0 and your borrow is 0, right? So now if you are putting this into the K map, so this is your two variable K map 0 1 0 1. So what is your output is 0 1 1 0. So this is 0 1 1 0. Now this is what again A complement B, and this is what again B complement A. So again your subtractor, two input subtractor is A XOR B, and your borrow is only this borrow 0 1. So your borrow is 0 0 1. So this is 1 and A complement B, your borrowed answer. If you are designing this circuit the same as A B, it is A complement A XOR B and A complement. This is the complement, not gate. A complement B, A complement and B. So what is the difference between the half subtractor and half adder? Your half adder is, see this, only your carry is AB, your sum will be a same, there your difference will be a same, your borrow will be a complement B. That is the difference between your half adder and half subtractor, right? Now the next is the full subtractor. In full subtractor, same, your input means your carry a borrow will added there, means it is a three input variable, your difference and borrow out. This is your output. Now suppose this is 0 0 0 1. B in means your borrow is in. So now here your 0 minus 0 minus 0 0, right? Any one of the input, if it is a this, so your difference will be a 1, your borrow will be a 1. Any one of the input, your difference will be a 1, your borrow will be a 1. If it is a two input, 1 minus, but this is your first input is 0, so here you are generating the borrow, and here 1 minus 1 is 0, so your difference will be a 0, your borrow will be a generate. Now this is 1 minus 0 is 1, again that 1 minus 0 is 1, your 1 0 will be a borrow. 1 minus 1, it is your difference will be a 0, your borrow will be a 0. 1 minus 1, again difference will be a 0, borrow will be a 0. 1 minus 1 minus 1, your difference will be a 1 and borrow will be a 1, as we have seen in a number system how we'll do the subtraction the same. Now in this three input, your D is 0 1 1 0, 1001. So this is your difference. So how if we put into the three variable k map? So now this is a three variable k map. You all are familiar with this k map, right? So 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 and 0 1 1. So 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 and 1 1 1. Now see here, this is 0 1 2 3. So now in your 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So your seventh is 1. So we put this value here and we'll take the data from here. So a complement for this one, right? So a complement, b complement, b in. Now for this one, a complement, b in complement, right? For this, it is a, b and b in complement. For this, a, b in no complement, right? Here, a, b in. If I'm adding all these things, so a, a complement b complement b, a b complement b in complement. So I'm taking a common of b complement here. So a complement b plus a b complement means this is what? A xor b in, right? Now here I'm taking a common is b, a b and a complement b complement. This is a xor b complement, right? So now here we can see the b complement, and this is, suppose if I'm assuming this is z, so b complement z plus b z complement. So what will be the reducing method for this? Is b complement xor z. So the a xor b xor b in. So this is a xor b in is your z. So the b xor z means b xor a xor b in. So again the difference of and the sum is the same for the three input variable, right? In a adder also, if you are giving a three input full adder, so your all three input are XOR with each other, right? So now the difference we'll see that. So this is your difference 0 1 1 0 1 0 0 0 1, right? So now if I'm taking this, we can minimize by two groups. If I'm taking this group, so what is the answer for this group? A complement b in, right? For this group, a complement b, and for this group, b in, right? So this is b in plus a complement b plus a complement b in, right? Now if we design a circuit the same as a b in, so all are XORing, right? Three input XOR gate has used here, the same as in the adder. Only the borrow and carry circuit will change. In subtractor, there is a borrow circuit. So this is b in your first term. This is A complement B, and this is A complement B in. So now you are ORing all these three. So B in plus A complement B plus A complement B in. This is your borrow out, right? Now what is the application of this adder and subtractor for performing the arithmetic calculation in the electronics calculator and other digital device? This is the best example or best application. Earlier, before computer, we have started, we work on the calculator. So the calculator is the first digital devices, and there they have implement the adder and subtractor, right? So in timers and program counter, timer means what? Your timing is incremented by some time, right? So in timer also we are using increment and decrement. Whenever the process is there, increment and decrement in the digital system, there we use the adder and subtractor as depend upon how much input is there, whether we use the half adder or whether we use the full adder or whether we use the half subtractor or the full subtractor, useful in the digital signal processing. Now this is the very advanced topic of the digital signal processing, because after microprocessor your digital signals processing it comes. So your digitally signals are processed, there we use the adder and subtractor. So now today we'll see the practicals on this half adder and subtractor, how we'll perform the practicals. Is there any question, girls, please? Girls,
No, miss.
have you understood?